these reports are out. They come out yesterday, and the timing is interesting. I don't know that it was intentional, but they literally now have been buried in this giant heap of breaking news, and they're not getting a whole lot of attention. And there's an important point I want to make here, and that is these reports make it abundantly clear from multiple sources, not just one, not partisan, not bipartisan, not any kind of partisan. There's no party in there, that the Russians interfered with the 2016 elections in an effort to get Donald Trump elected. Period. That has happened. So, the question I have is, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the fact that the Russians did everything they could to influence you to either not vote or to vote for Trump in some kind of way? And I also want to make this argument. Trump wanted Trump to win, and the Russians wanted Trump to win. And the only piece that we're waiting to find out about from Robert Mueller is whether or not there was an official bridge between the two. We don't know, but we know that Trump wanted Trump to win and the Russians wanted Trump to win. And guess what? Trump won. So I think the reason I'm saying it this way is because regardless of whether or not there was a conspiracy between the campaign and the Russians, we have a real problem here. And we also, by the way, don't necessarily know how far back this goes. Did this involve the primaries at all, or did it not start until Trump was the presumptive nominee, right? I mean, did he become the presumptive nominee because the Russians wanted him to? Or is this just us being, stupid? But so the point I'm making is we have a problem with foreign government interference in our elections. So I don't even want to really hear the debate anymore about collusion, no collusion, conspiracy, no conspiracy. I want Mueller to go finish his report, and I want to hear whether or not that existed. And when we know for sure, then we can discuss who needs to be punished or what needs to happen. But what I want is to hear what we're doing from a security perspective to make sure this does not happen again. What evidence do we have that there wasn't Russian interference in the 2018 election? We don't know. And what evidence do we have that we are ready and prepared to not have this happen again in 2020? And so far, it seems like all we're doing is calling in, Facebook to testify in front of Congress and Google to testify in front of Congress, and everybody's running their mouths, and I don't hear anybody doing anything. And frankly, I don't want $5 billion for a border wall. I'd like $5 billion for some cybersecurity, please. What's behind door number 2, Chuck? It's the Russians trying to infiltrate us from a digital perspective. Can we please get some security for that? Hello? They're not your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. They're criminals, and they're here already in a digital form. So let's defend